Hey guys, welcome back. I know I've been away for a while. I've had a few setbacks financially and with health issues, but I'm getting back to it, but I'm doing something a little bit different today. I don't have any boxes to show a review right now, so I know I've told y'all several times that I was going to do some DIYs, so I have one today. It's this is a candle stand. Believe it or not, it is made with these tower games. It's like it's the generic thing of Jenga game. I got it everything I got at the dollar store, the Dollar Tree, except for this Minwax wood finish. Now you can use this or you can use paint. It doesn't matter. Oh, and the wood glue, I got that at Lowe's. Okay, so I'm going to go through this step by step. Let me show you real quick all the other items that you will need. It takes approximately, okay, now this one I did was a taller one. I did it with the 8 rows tall on the center part. And the top and the bottom are going to be the same as what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a little bit shorter, so it's going to be 6 rows tall. And when I talk about rows, I'm talking about how many of the blocks were stacked up. Okay, so I'm going to pause it for a minute and, oh, wait a minute, I didn't show you everything that was going to be needed. Okay, it's going to take a little bit less than 3 of these boxes at $1 a piece. And then you can decorate it however you want. I know it's Christmas. I did this one to go with every day. I'm thinking I'm going to do another one to match it, but an idea that I had is that they do sell at the dollar store. They sell these the magnet sheets or magnet circles. However you can find them. If you get it in the sheets, you can just cut the squares. So I was thinking you could glue where this is. You could glue a piece of magnet on the back, and then make whatever decoration, glue it to a magnet, and hook it to it. That way you can change it up for seasons. You can put more ribbon around, however you want to do it. Make it your own. Okay, so the items that you need was the 3 packs of blocks, and they come with 36 in each pack. We won't be using all of them. We'll have some left. And for the one I had has these small pine cones. I got these actually at the Dollar General, and it had 12 in a pack, and they were $1. But these are the flowers that I used. I'm not oh, it's Queen Anne's lace, and it's in a kind of a pale blue color and in a white color. That also came from the Dollar Tree, $1 a piece. And then this lace ribbon also came from the Dollar Tree. Minwax, or you can use chalk paint, acrylic paint. I think chalk paint would work best. And then these you can get at the dollar store. It's the little sponge things. I'm going to use that to apply my stain. Okay. So I don't think I missed anything. I'm going to go ahead and pause it and adjust my camera to where you can see what I'm working with. Okay, I am back. Having problems figuring out this camera, so this isn't going to be the most professional look, but. And one thing I didn't mention is you'll need something with a straight edge, and I got this, my husband's tool. Sorry, it's so cruddy. Was out in the weather. The reason why you want to use that is you want to make sure that you have them lined up perfectly. So that's how we're going to use it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the top and the base. So you're going to take 7 blocks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And make sure you check the edges. Sometimes the edges are not squared enough. And sometimes they will have stamps on the back, which, here we go. You don't want to waste them, so you can just use this on the bottom part, whatever is going to be covered up by the middle part of the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and another thing that I was going to mention, this candle, I don't know if you can tell. There we go, trying to get it in focus. This lighter color, what happened there was when you use wood glue on this, it will seep out. You have to be careful. I'm going to use a little popsicle stick to try and get it as thin as possible, but it is going to seep out. So if you're wanting to use stain, if you don't mind that, my aunt liked it. She said it gave it more of a rustic look. What it is I did sand it down, but if you wipe the glue, it leaves a residue, and even if you sand it down, the stain will not adhere as well. So it leaves that look. So what you can do is you can stain each wood block before you start the project. Or just, if you don't mind that look, put it together, then stain it, or use a paint. Okay, so we've got 7 blocks there. We're going to do we're going to glue 4 rows together like that. I'm going to show you the first row just to give you an idea of how to do it, and then I'm going to pause it, finish them, let the glue dry, and show you the next step. Okay, so here we go. First step, I'm going to take the lid off, and I got this idea. I do have to give shout out. J Mooney, I think is how you say it. Her channel is M-U-N-E-E is the last name. She does a lot of things with the blocks. And Kelly Barlow, I think it's Kelly Barlow Creations. She did a candle stand. I did alter it. I didn't want to do exactly like hers. I liked having the lip. And in order to get it wide enough for the candle to sit perfectly, and the reason why I wanted the lip was because if it happened to get, the candle happened to get knocked, if you're using a real candle, this is an LED from the dollar store. I just did it for safety purposes. She had it just with more of a square in the middle and no lip on the top. So I just kind of adjusted it to suit my likings. Hers was great, but like I said, you want to try and put your own personality in it. So here we go. Just dip the glue in the bottle. And then I'm just going to rub it on there as lightly as possible. You're still going to get some overflow, but what you can do is let it dry. Don't wipe it, just let it dry, and then you'll be able to pull up, pick up any glue that does seep out. So just try and remember not to wipe it to have is less seepage if you're wanting to stain it. Okay. There's 3. You can also use a paintbrush for this. I just didn't, the paintbrushes that I have, I use for my cake decorating. And I didn't want to mess those up, so I'm just using the popsicle stick. And I'm thinking that one day this week I'm going to do a cake. It's not going to be so much of cake decorations on this one, but it's a gingerbread house cake that I got last year from Nordic Ware. I was able to get it on Amazon for almost half the price of what you can get it on Nordic Ware. And it works really well. It makes a nice little gingerbread house. Okay, so I think you get the gist of what I'm doing here. That's 1 row. I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3 rows So remember, you're going to do 4 rows of 7. This is for the base, and just make sure that you have something that you can push it up against to get it good and lined up. So I'm going to pause it, finish these 7 rows, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I got those done. They're still drying a little bit. I'm going to do the next step while those are drying. One thing I do want to mention, I was doing this on newspaper. Not a good idea. When I went to pull it off, it grabbed some of the newspaper. So I'll use that for the bottom. So I got some wax paper and put that on there because it'll come right off of the wax paper. Okay, so the next one is going to be, if you're doing a large one, like what I did, it's going to be rows of 8. But I'm going to make it a little bit smaller, so I think I'm going to do rows of 6. I think that's a big enough difference. Okay. Some people like to do the candles in the, you know, the like a stepping stone type look, different levels. So you can do it as short or as tall as you want it. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. And on that, you want to do 8 rows. The first one was 4 rows. This one you want to do 8. Okay. 2. Okay, so that's the first one. And I'm just pushing them all up against this to make sure it's perfectly lined and squared. Okay, so like I said, you're going to do 8 of those. So I am going to pause it again and come back when I have those finished. I'm back now for the next step. Okay, these are my 4 rows of 7. One is going to be the top and one is going to be the base. So I'm going to go ahead and glue each of these together. And I tell you what, this Gorilla Wood Glue works very well. Because I had one where the block was not lining up well with the other ones, and I tried to take it off. It wasn't budging. Okay, this one is not lining up real well either. Let's see if it... And that's the thing of this. If it doesn't line up on one, you can play around with it and see which one works better. Okay, I'm thinking those 2. Yep. Okay, just go ahead and to make sure it glues well, I'm going to put some more on there. I'm going to stick those 2 together. I'm going to use that just to push and hold. It dries pretty quick. Push and hold. It's not really lining up as well as I would like, but some would say it gives it more of a rustic look. I should have paid better attention when I was lining them up. Okay, these 2. Okay, so you got that. I'm going to move those down to the bottom, off to the side. And then we're going to make our middle part. I don't know what you call it, the body of it, the pillar. Okay, we're going to line 2 of them up and then have 2 for the sides. Now, where it has on the top seems to be where the glue is squished out more, because whatever came on the bottom was kind of stuck to the wax paper. So I'm not going to worry about peeling those off. I'm just going to make that the inside. And this one, where it has the print, I'm going to make that the inside also. Okay. Make sure that's how I want them lined. You want to check and make sure they're going to fit well like that too. Okay, those work well. And so that's going to be on the inside. So I would okay. Okay, so those fit together. So I want that the inside. I'm going to make this the inside also. Okay, and we're going to glue 2 right here. Try and scrape some of that off so it doesn't come out too much. Okay, so I'm going to push those together. I hope y'all can hear me all right. I think I find myself mumbling a little bit trying to figure this out as I go. I am new at this. I'm figuring it out as I go, as far as doing videos. Okay, get those stuck together. And I'm going to move those to the side. Move my top and the base back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we got 8 and 8. Okay, so what I'm going to do on those, I'm going to glue 2 together long ways. And slide those down. Do 2 more. Slide those down. So you're going to do 4 sets of 2 right here. For one for the top and the base. So actually you'll do 8 sets of 2. Okay, those might need to dry just a few minutes, so forgive me if I'm jumping around here too much. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the middle part. So I've got my 2. I know I want this in the middle because it's got that print on it. And then I have this other 2. Has some glue spots on it, so I want that the middle piece. So I'm going to take this and put it along the side like that, and that one like that. Get it to where it fits best. There we go. I'm going to attach that right there. Well, I should have gotten a book or something to make sure I've got it perfect to the edge there. Do your best to get it lined up at the edge, if you can see that. Okay. And okay, I'm going to put that one there. Put my glue. I'm hoping this video is not coming out too long. I think it's pretty lined up. So then what I want to do is, this is going to sit on the top, like that. So I'm going to put the glue right there. Got my door open because it feels so good out there today, nice and sunshiny. And I heard some noise out there, I didn't know what it was. I think it's the neighbor's dog. Get that lined up. A little pressure. And move that off to the side. Now these should be ready to go. Like I said, that glue dries so quick. Okay, this is how this is going to go together. You put the two on the end there. Okay. I'm going to put my glue on that part. And do the same for this one. Okay. Now, I'm going to change that. I'm going to go ahead and put that one on the side there. Mainly for the reason to make it easier to put together. Okay, got her lined up. And I'm going to put this one on the side there. Okay, it's coming together. And then this one is going to go right there. Okay, so that's what I was talking about, on making sure that your blocks are good. That glue dried too quick. This one isn't lining up just so. And I just popped that one off. Okay, I was able to pop it off, move it a little bit more. It's still not lining up how I want. Let me try a different one. There we go. That's a little bit better. I just might need to, well, I thought I might need some more glue, but that's holding pretty well. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, especially if you're wanting to get the rustic look. I think I'm going to make that one the base. Okay. Put that there to have a little bit of weight. Okay. So then we have put those 4 on the same way. I'm going to do that, come back. Okay, so I got the top done, the base. So now what I want to do is put the glue on the bottom here and line it up. I'd go take a break. I'd go walk my neighbor's dog. She's a sweet little dog. Okay, getting the glue on there. Trying to make sure I get a good bit. I'm not real worried if it gets on the outside. When it dries, I can pick it off and sand it if I feel it needs it. Okay, so I'm going to try and find the center best that I can. And I think that looks pretty good. Okay, press that down for a few seconds. Now let's move it just a tad. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to sit the top with the lip up. See, the bottom, I did the lip down. And you may, if you don't want to, you don't have to do the bottom lip. I just was trying to make it look, what's the word for it? The same all around, but if you wanted to just have the base sitting flat, you could do that. Okay, so now I'm going to do the glue here. Trying to get it as quick as I can. If I drag it this way, most of it, the excess, will be on the inside, so that won't matter. Okay. What I'm going to do to try and get it centered, I'm going to flip it over and do it this way. Oh! I didn't realize my head was in the way. I guess it was both times. To go over that way a little bit. Okay, I think that is centered enough. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is stain it after this dries. Okay, I'm back. So we got it ready. I'm going to start staining it. Now I got the men wax. I've already stirred it a pretty good bit. I just used a tongue popsicle stick, whatever you call it. And I'm going to use these sponges. I'm going to use the small one. And now, like I said, you don't have to do it with the stain. You can use whatever kind of paint that you like. Do a distressed look or whatever. So I'm going to use this size. I recommend using gloves. I forgot to get some, so I'm just going to be careful. I'm going to paint everything. Keep that for the last to paint. Okay, I'm going to try and make sure I stay within the area so y'all can see it. And I'm going to go in the direction of the wood. So I'm just going to do sections and then wipe. So I kind of like that look. Okay. And I should be doing some Christmas videos, I suppose, but this one, like I said, y'all can do it how you want. You can decorate it with Christmas things. Now I didn't show y'all as far as the glue goes. I didn't sand it. Most of where the glue seeped out, I put where it can't be seen. Some places I was able to just pick the dry glue with my fingernails, and there's just a couple of little spots, but it just gives it a good rustic look. So I don't know, y'all probably don't want to watch me do this whole thing, so I'm going to finish it and let it dry, and I will be back. Okay, I am back. I think that might be dry enough. I had debated on doing a little bit different style, but I think I'm going to stay with the same style to go beside my other candle. Okay, so I cut some pieces of lace to fit across there. So I'm going to start with my glue gun. Okay. And I think I'm going to start on the side gluing it. And do be careful because this glue gun can get hot. The glue can get hot. I like to use the tip of the scissors to hold it down. Okay, and then I'm just going to wrap it around. Just going to glue just a little bit here and there. It really doesn't have to be secured everywhere. Okay. Just keep on going around. And it's going to meet right there. A little glue right there. Okay, didn't do the neatest job there. Okay, and I'm going to trim this overhang. I don't like that overhang. Okay, so that's the first one. And then we're going to do the same on the bottom. So that's going to be the front. And now I'm just going to take some of these blue and white Queen Anne's. I only have a few of the white ones left. I'm just going to pull those tips off. They come off real easy. Okay, and pine cone. I want this one to be a little bit smaller since this one is smaller. Okay. Cut that off. Just kind of play around with the look. Get it how I want it. Let's see, maybe that one in there and this one there. Then maybe the pine cone. Actually, I want to turn it the other way because I want it to be opposite of what the other one was. Okay. That kind of looks like a winner. Got that right there. Just put a little bit more, make it more secure. Now this isn't going to be perfect. I'm just going to kind of glue and stick. If I have to pull some more blue ones off and put them in there, I will. Get that one. I know I want one down towards the bottom. Stick that right there. And my glue is about to run out. I'm about to have to put another stick in. Let's see. Stick that one. Now, this isn't quite exactly, I don't think it looks as good as the other one, but I'm going to quit messing with it. I'm going to go set this up on a little tray and let y'all see the two of them side by side. Okay, this is something I came up with to display it. I'm going to play around it and with it and put some more things. It's just a little glass tray that I had. So that's it. And I just want to thank y'all so much for sticking with me. And I hope you enjoy this. Please let me know if you do. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. I will be having some more DIYs coming soon.